keep a vigil at the edge of thunder, counting breath I often squander. Night is still, but charged with fear. Storm is close, I feel it near. Lamp is low, my thoughts are vast, weighing futures, weighing past. Vigil at the edge of thunder, tearing old illusions asunder, thinking through the coldest night, holding steady through the fright. Whisper in the dark feels like fate's forgotten spark. I touch the ground with cautious feet, sensing where old shadows meet. Storms approaching steady, slow, but I'm ready for the blow. Vigil at the edge of thunder, tearing old illusions asunder, thinking through the coldest night, holding steady through the fright. If lightning marks the hour, let it strike with honest power. I won't hide from what I am. Storm-born, storm-forged, stormed again. Vigil at the edge of thunder, watching all beliefs go under. Cold mind sharpened by the storm, silent, steady, strong, warm.
When the lamps begin to tremble, you can feel the night assemble. Storm is rising from the cracks, crawling up my weary back. Whispers slither through the room, bringing promise of some doom. When the lamps begin to tremble, truth gets sharp, unforgettable, thinking clear before collapse, holding fast as thunderclaps. Curtains flirt with ghostly breath, every moment tempting death. But I breathe slow, steady, deep. Storms can't drag me from my keep. Mind is cold, but heart still warm, standing ready for the storm. When the lamps begin to tremble, truth gets sharp, unforgettable, thinking clear before collapse, holding fast as thunderclaps. If the shadows wanna scare me, let them dance, let them tear me. I've met darkness eye to eye. Storms don't make me say goodbye. When the lamps begin begin to tremble. I grow strong, dependable. Let the sky come cracking down, still I won't drown. When the laughs begin, when the laughs begin.
Ink bleeds like weather on this page. Storm inside my inner cage. Words run wild and skies turn black, trying to pull the old me back. Every sentence starts to shake, like a sea about to break. Ink bleeds like weather in my mind. Stormy letters intertwine, thinking deep to calm the grime, holding steady, biding time. My pen trembles with the wind, marking truths I can't rescind. Thunder thumps behind each line, shadow thoughts I call divine. Rain hits hard against the pane, mirror in my hidden strain. Ink bleeds like weather in my mind, stormy letters intertwine, thinking deep to calm the grime, holding steady, biding time. If lightning wants my story told, let the words burn bright and bold. Ink or storm, I won't deny what's been boiling deep inside. Ink bleeds like weather in my mind, but I won't leave truth behind. Storm may scatter every phrase, still my soul knows what to raise. Land flickers in the gale, glowing like a ghostly tale. Storm is scratching at my door, but I've been here time before. Cold wind crawls across the floor, begging me to feel once more. Storm lantern blues tonight, flickered flame against the night. Thinking slow before the storm, keeping faith, keeping warm. Glass is shaking in the frame, whispering my forgotten name. Thunder stomps upon the hill, testing if I've got the will. But
but my soul burns low and strong. Storm won't scare me for too long. Storm lantern blues tonight, flickered flame against the night. Thinking slow before the storm, keeping faith, keeping warm. If the lantern dies at last, I'll use fire from my past. Storm may howl like hungry wolves, still I'm standing, still resolute. Storm lantern blues tonight, holding on with all my might. When the dawn cuts through the gray, I'll still find my way.
Walk these alleys with a lantern made of shame, lighting up the corners where I buried my own name. Cold wind whispers secrets, ones I never want to hear, but I keep moving forward though the darkness draws me near. 'Cause I'm the shadow lantern man, burning low but still I stand, thinking hard before the storm, trying to keep my spirit warm. Yeah, this night cuts like a blade, but I ain't ready yet to fade. Smoke curls from the doorway of a bar I used to know. I hear distant laughter from a life of long ago. Every step feels heavy, like the truth beneath my feet, and the past keep knocking with a rhythm warm and sweet. 'Cause I'm the shadow lantern man, burning low but still I stand, thinking hard before the storm, trying to keep my spirit warm. Yeah, this night cuts like a blade, but I ain't ready yet to fade. I've tasted every sorrow, drank the bitter and the black, but the storm inside my chest keeps dragging me back. If tomorrow brings the thunder, let it find me unafraid. I got fire in my bones even when the light is straight. I'm the shadow lantern man, burning low but still I stand, thinking hard before the storm, holding tight to what I've sworn. Yeah, the night can break my stride, but I won't let it dim my pride. Still I stand, thinking hard before the storm, holding tight to what I've sworn. Yeah, the night can break my stride, but I won't let it dim my pride. down by the river where the frost still bites. I lay my fears upon the stones, whispering to the night. The sky turns silver, the wind turns mean, but my mind's a colder place than anything I've seen. Cold river mercy, wash me clean tonight. Let these shadows drown beneath your pale moonlight. I'm waiting on thunder, but I ain't gonna run. I'll think my way through darkness till I see the sun. I've carried burdens that would break a better man, held them tight against my chest like only a fool can. But the river listens gentle, like it's known me all my years, washing truth along the edges of my deepest fears. Cold river mercy, wash me clean tonight. Let these shadows drown beneath your pale moonlight. I'm waiting on thunder, but I ain't gonna run. I'll think my way through darkness till I see the sun. Storm comes early, let it crash across my skin. I got nothing left to lose and too much left within. And if the river rises, let it carry what I want. All the weight I've been stacking since the moment I was born. Cold river mercy, wash me clean tonight. Let these shadows drown beneath your pale moonlight. Yeah, let the storm find me steady, let the night be undone. 'Cause I'll rise from the water when the morning comes. Rain's on the windows, but it ain't started falling. Feels like the night's holding its breath, barely crawling. I'm sitting by the lamp with a bottle and my shame, waiting on the thunder to finally call my name. Before the thunder calls my name, I'm thinking through the night, steadying the flame. The storm can shake my bones, but it won't break my mind. I walk through darker nights than the ones I left behind. Silence trembles like a sinner in the pew, and I'm haunted by the choices I can't undo. Still
home. Before the thunder calls my name, I'm thinking through the night, steady in a flame. The storm can shake my bones, but it won't break my mind. I've walked through darker nights than the ones I live behind, yeah. The sky, let it show what's in my chest. A man who kept on standing when he should have laid to rest. The wind can tear the rooftops, it can rattle every door, but I ain't giving in, no, not anymore. Before the thunder calls my name, I hold on to the spark that keeps me sane. The storm can take my past, but it can't claim my soul. I've already paid the price, I'm already whole. There's a chill inside the silence, where my thoughts all twist and turn, where the embers of old heartbreak still flicker as they burn. The night is watching closely, like it knows what I become, a wanderer in shadows, waiting for the storm to come. In the chill inside the silence, I'm facing all my violence, thinking deep through the cold, past the stories left untold. I walk through lonely hours where the truth begins to sting, where memories fall heavy like the winter in early spring. But I ain't running nowhere, I'm standing toe to toe with the storm that's moving slowly through the places I don't show. In the chill inside the silence, I'm facing all my violence, thinking deep through the cold, past the stories left untold. silence. I'm facing all my violence. Storm or calm, I'll still be strong. I'll walk this night too low. Where the night refuses sleep, that's where I bury secrets deep. Moon won't shine, the stars don't care. Storm clouds choke the midnight air. I sit alone and try to breathe, chasing truths that never leave. Where the night refuses sleep, I count the wounds I meant to keep, thinking slow before the storm, holding tight to what keeps me warm. These quiet hours cut like steel, showing everything I feel. Rain is waiting at the door, thunder humming from the floor. In the dark I face myself, pulling shadows off the shelf. Where the night refuses sleep, I count the wounds I meant to keep, thinking slow before the storm, holding tight to what keeps me warm. If the dawn forgets to rise, I'll still stand and close my eyes. Cold minds break but never bend. Storm or silence, I'll transcend. Where the night refuses sleep, I walk the depths, I walk them deep. Storm can roar or whisper low, I'll be ready when the winds blow.
City wind on broken glass, echoes of a life gone past. I walk a line where shadows live, giving what I got to give. Storm is crawling up my spine, whispering I cross on the line. City wind on broken glass, blowing through the things that couldn't last. I'm thinking deep before the rain, trying to out of this old pain. Smoke rises slow from the alley's throat, clinging to my long black coat.
See reflections in the shore, showing truths I took too hard. A coal mine walks a colder place. Storm clouds gather round my face. City wind on broken glass, blowing through the things that couldn't last. I'm thinking deep before the rain, trying to out this old pain. If the thunder takes my name, let it strike and leave the same. Man who fought through night and out, never burning himself out. City wind on broken glass, blowing through mistakes and ash. Storm might roar into the night, still I stand and hold my light. Got lightning in the back of my mind, striking places, try to leave behind. You can run from storms you fear, but the ones inside never disappear. Rain ain't falling, but I hear the sound, something heavy coming round. Lightning in the back of my mind, flashing truths I try to unwind. Before the storm tears through the night, I'll face my thoughts, I'll face the fight. Shadows stretch across the street, cold wind fumbles at my feet. Feels like fate is keeping count of every pain I can't surmount. But I'm standing tall, I'm standing slow, ready for the winds to blow. Lightning in the back of my mind, flashing truths I try to unwind. Before the storm tears through the night, I'll face my thoughts, I'll face the fight. If the thunder calls me home, I'll walk steady, I'll walk alone. Rain can flood my every trail, but my courage will prevail. Lighting in the back of my mind, burning bright but still refined. Storm can break the sky in two, I'll break
There's a stillness in the street, like the world forgot to breathe, like every wound I ever carries waiting underneath. The moon hangs heavy watching, shadows fill the cracks, and the truth I've been avoiding comes crawling at my back. Stillness before the break, silence before heartache. I'm thinking through the night, too tired to run, too raw to fight. If the storm comes for my soul, I'll face it and let it take its toll. Every choice I didn't make returns with hollow sound, like footsteps in the hallway when no one is around. But I won't drown in memories I can never undo. I'll stand tall in the darkness, see the damn night through. Stillness before the break, silence before heartache. I'm thinking through the night, too tired to run, too raw to fight. If the storm comes for my soul, I'll face it and let it take its toll. If the wind howls loud enough to tear apart the sky, let it sweep away the things I've been too scared to try. And if the rain keeps falling till it soaks me to the bone, I'll still be here standing. I ain't ever been alone. Stillness before the break, silence before heartache. Let the storm come if it must, I'll rise again from dust. Rain keeps falling on my coat, a worn-out sin. And I'm thinking about the battles that I never let begin. The night's cold, the city's humming like a restless train. And I'm standing on the corner, just a thinker in the rain. Oh, I'm a thinker in the rain, trying to wash away the pain before the storm comes crashing down. I'll hold my ground, I won't drown. These streets know my secrets better than I do. They've seen me stumble drunk on dreams that never came true. But I ain't here for running, I'm here to face the past again.
quiet conversation with the storm beneath my skin. Oh, I'm a thinker in the rain, trying to wash away the pain before the storm comes crashing down. I'll hold my ground, I won't drown. If the lightning wants to judge me, let it strike with all its might. I've been wandering through the empty, searching for the light. And if thunder is the echo of mistakes I can't contain, let it roar, let it rumble, let it cleanse me like the rain. Oh, I'm a thinker in the rain, trying to wash away the pain before the storm comes crashing down. I'll hold my ground, I won't drown.
There's a gray horizon calling, stretching far beyond the bay, where the storms I've been avoiding wait to take my peace away. I see clouds like old regrets drifting heavy overhead, and the path I chose to follow's paved with things I left unsaid. Gray horizon blues, storms I didn't choose. I'm thinking through the night, trying to make it right, though the sky may fall. I'll rise above it all. The tide keeps whispering stories that I buried in the sand, of a man who could have risen if he dared to take a stand. But time ain't waiting anymore, and neither should I. The storm's already coming, painted deep into the sky. Gray horizon blues, storms I didn't choose. I'm thinking through the night, trying to make it right, though the sky may fall. I'll rise above it all. If the lightning cuts the distance between who I am and who I was, let it show me that the journey's worth the pain it always does. And if the thunder shakes the world beneath these battered shoes, I'll keep walking, keep talking with my gray horizon blue. let it wash away the pain.
I got a storm in my pocket, thunder in my veins, and every night I wander through these neon stains. But I ain't scared of nothing, not the wind or the night's command, 'cause I'm built from the fire of a storm-minded man. Storm-minded man, I hold as long as I can before the sky breaks wide and wild. I face the dark, I've stood on rooftops trembling, watched the world collapse, held on to the truth while the lies filled the gap. Now I walk with shadows, but I still understand how to keep on living like a storm-minded man. Storm-minded man, I hold as long as I can before the sky breaks wide and wild. I face the dawn, unreconciled. If the rain wants to drown me, let it try, let it pour. I've been washed by darker water, I ain't scared no more. And if lightning marks my story like a scar across the land, it'll shine as a testament to the storm-minded man. Storm-minded man, I'll hold as long as I can. When the thunder claims the night, I'll still stand and face the fight. Long coat flapping in the wind as the dark begins to swell. I walk the line between the sinners and the ghosts I know so well. Every step is heavy with the memories I've worn, 'cause I'm the man in the black coat, walking before the storm. Black coat before the storm, where the tide was still warm. I'm thinking through the haze, trying to outlive darker days. Street lights flicker softly, like they whisper in my face, and the cold mist on my collar feels like judgment come too late. But I ain't breaking, I'm unshaken, though the night feels calm. I've been born and reborn through storms I had to mourn. Black coat before the storm, where the tide was still warm. I'm thinking through the haze, trying to outlive darker days. If the thunder tells my story, let it echo what I've known. A man who kept on moving, though he walked the path alone. And if the lightning finds me wandering where the cold winds foam, let it highlight the courage of the man before the storm. Black coat before the storm, where the tide was still warm. I'll face the sky's dark roar. I survived this path before.
There's no shelter in the quiet, just the hum of thoughts that ride. Storm's not here, but close enough, breathing on my spirit rough. I stand still beneath the moon, knowing darkness comes soon. No shelter in the quiet, only truth that cuts like a knife. Thinking heavy, cold inside, waiting for the waves to collide. Shadows dance across the wall, marking every rise and fall. I've been steady, I've been brave, but silence opens every grave. Storm winds circle around my fears, drawing closer through the years. No shelter in the quiet, only truth that cuts like a knife.
big and heavy, cold inside, waiting for the waves to collide. If the silence wants a toll, let it take the weakened soul. Mine is temper, mine is steel, forged by everything I feel. No shelter in the quiet, but I still refuse to fight it. Let the storm reclaim the air. I'll be ready when it's there. I got a coal mine redemption hanging in the air, a whisper from the shadows saying, boy, you better beware. The storm's been gathering quiet just beyond my sight, but I've stared down darker tempests in the dead of night. Cold-minded redemption, come and find me if you dare. I've been thinking about my demon till the truth lay bare. If the storm breaks heavy, let it tear my sins apart. I'll be waiting with the courage carved into my heart. Oh, oh, no, no. I walk through alleys full of ghosts I used to be, some crying for forgiveness, some still chasing after me. But I ain't running nowhere, I'm planted like a stone, ready for the thunder to judge what I've outgrown. Cold-minded redemption, come and find me if you dare. I've been thinking about my demon till the truth lay bare. Till the storm breaks heavy, let it tear my sins apart. I'll be waiting with the courage carved into my heart. Every sky carries got a story I ain't told, some etched in the fire, some carved in the cold. But redemption's just a promise waiting in the rain, and I'll face it like a man who's tired of the pain. Cold-minded redemption, come and find me if you dare.
be standing in the storm with my soul laid bare. If the lightning shows the truth of every path I've known, let it fall, let it break, let it guide me home. Whiskey thoughts at the edge of rain, burning slow through my old pain. Glass half empty, heart half torn, waiting for a storm unborn. The bar is quiet, lights are low. I talk to ghosts I used to know. Tender
My steps echo in the tempest, like a warning from the past. Storm clouds hanging overhead, telling me they'll break at last. But I ain't moving faster, I'm walking slow and wide, counting every memory beneath these troubled skies. Steps echo in the tempest, but I won't change my pace. Thinking deep before the fury, standing tall with steady grace. Streetlights flicker warning, but I just let them fade. I've walked through worse horizons, where darker choices stay. The wind claws at my jacket, like it wants a piece of me. But storms don't scare a man who's lived through misery. Steps echo in the tempest, but I won't change my pace. Thinking deep before the fury, standing tall with steady grace. Oh, oh, if thunder wants my truth, it can take its time to learn. I've got fire in these bones and a soul that loves to burn. Steps echo in the tempest, still steady as the dawn. Storm can break the whole damn city, I'll still keep walking on. Steps echo in the tempest, but I won't change my pace. Thinking deep before the fury, standing tall with steady grace. Whoa.
Frozen heart, wild storm, two sides of a lifetime. I kept my cool in heat and rain, but nights like this revive the pain. The streets deserted, moon is shy, cold truth hanging from the sky. thunder, splitting all my thoughts asunder. Lightning flickers in my eyes, revealing every past disguise. But I ain't lying to myself no more. I'm standing in the storm's core, frozen heart, wild storm, trying hard to stay warm, thinking deep in the night wind, holding on, I won't I'm the man who outstayed the rain, daddy to ease my pain. Clouds rolled heavy, winds grew wild, but I stood calm, slow, beguiled. Every drop that hit my skin spoke of where I've been. The man who outstayed the rain, walking steady through strain, thinking slow with frozen fire. Storms can't drown this old desire. Thunder tried to shake my ground, crashing with a roofless sound. But I've held firm through darker crash, face down nights that killed the wise. Rain just fell like shattered pride. Still I never stepped aside. Oh, man who outstayed the rain, walking steady through strain, thinking slow with frozen fire. Storms can't drown this whole desire. If the sky wants to judge me, let it. I've already faced worse, I won't forget it. is mine. I'll be here through every night.
Silence wears a storm's mask. Hiding truth in every task. City breathes in quiet fear. Knowing chaos lingers near. I sit still, but my mind roars, waiting for what fate implores. Silence wears a storm's mask, but I see right through its grasp. Thinking deep with a frozen mind, holding strength the dark won't find. Street lamps hum a nervous tune. Sky grows iron near the moon. My reflection in the glass looks like a ghost of futures past. But ghosts don't frighten me no more. Storms taught me what to endure. Silence wears a storm's mask, but I see right through its grasp. Thinking deep with a frozen mind, holding strength the dark won't find. If the calm breaks all at once, I won't jump, I won't flinch. Storm can steal the breath of day, but it can't take my will away. Silence wears a storm's mask, but I rise from every blast. Cold mind sharpened by the night, standing strong until the light.
Moonlight on the rusted rail. Wind is humming, thin and frail. Storm is coming, smell it near, like a truth I used to fear. Boots on iron, heart on fire, walking past my old desire. Moonlight on the rusted rail, guiding me through nights so pale. Thinking deep before the rain, trying to outrun old pain. Every bolt and metal seam echoes parts of every dream. Ghosts of freight trains long gone by whistle warnings to the sky. But I keep walking slow and bold through the cold that grabs my soul. Moonlight on the rusted rail, guiding me through nights so pale. Thinking deep before the rain, trying to outrun old pain. If lightning marks the end of tracks, I won't ever turn back. Storm may flood the path I chose, still I stand, still I impose. Moonlight on the rusted rail, carry me past nights that fail. Storm can roar and stakes can shift, still my soul won't ever drift.
Black coffee, darker thoughts, all the battles I've never fought. Steam is rising, slow and sweet, but my mind's on a colder street. Storm clouds brew behind my eyes, whispering truth, whispering lies. Black coffee, darker thoughts, tangled truths that time forgot. Sitting here before the storm, trying to keep my spirit warm. Cup feels heavy in my hand, like the weight I barely stand. The calm deceives with velvet tone, but I feel the thunder in my bones. Nighttime hums a lonesome tune, shadowed by a quiet moon. Black coffee, darker thoughts, tangled truths
I hear thunder in my footsteps every time I walk alone, like the storm beneath my ribcage. Follow me from stone to stone. Street lights flicker, nerves grow tired, edge of calm before the fight. Thunder in my footsteps, shaking through my sin, thinking as the storm creeps close, where my story ends begins. Wind is pushing at my collar, trying to drag me off my path. But I walk through colder tempests. I ain't scared of nature's wrath. Every echo on the ground feels like fate's familiar sound. Thunder in my footsteps, shaking through my sins, thinking as the storm creeps close, where my story ends begins. If lightning wants to choose my way, let it strike at break of day. I'll still follow where I stand. Storm beneath, then storm in hand. Thunder in my footsteps, still walking, still alive. Storm can break the sky in two, but I'll survive.
I'm a quiet man beneath the roar. Storm's been knocking at my door. The wind is yelling, trees are torn, but I've weathered worse than being warm. Silence sits behind my eyes, where my hidden courage lies. Quiet man beneath the roar, holding shadows glow. Quiet man beneath the roar, standing firm forevermore. Storm may scream its angry song, still I stay strong.
The coldest hour walks with me, quiet as a frozen sea. Sky is cracking, nerves are tight, city swallowed up in night. Storm is waiting, patience slide, watching me with narrowed eyes. The coldest hour walks with me, holding truths I rarely see, thinking deep before the dawn, storm just trailing me along. Wind steals breath from my chest, putting courage to the test. Shadows move with icy grace, like they're challenging my place. But I've stood in darker times, through regrets and crooked lines. The coldest hour walks with me, holding truths I rarely see, thinking deep before the dawn, storm just trailing me along. If the storm breaks at this hour, I'll face it with steady power. Cold mind sharpened through the fight, I've been forged by endless night. Coldest hour walks with me, but I rise with dignity. Storm may chase me to the light, still I'll own the night.
silence, raised on pain and defiance. Wind is holding its own breath, world is still as quiet death. I feel thunder in my veins, coursing through forgotten pain. Stone born in the silence, cold mind, no compliance, thinking deep before the roar, standing braver than before. Night is thick with expectation, heavy with anticipation. Lightning waits behind the clouds, hidden from the restless crowd. But I know what's rolling near, not just storm but buried fear. Storm born in the silence, cold mind, no compliance, thinking deep before the roar, standing braver than before. If the heavens split apart, let it cleanse my weathered heart. Storms don't break the ones who know how to rise when wild winds blow. Storm born in the silence, I greet chaos with reliance. Let the skies unchain their might,